good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I believe I did a video not so long ago about 50 Cent saying that he was cool off having sex. What he was interested in was just reaching his personal goals, and he actually was going abstinent. And at first, some guys won't understand that because, you know, we like to get the cheeks up there and clap them all the way down. And for us, that's important, you know? But for a guy like 50 Cent, I'm gonna be honest, man, he knows something that a lot of brothers probably don't know, because he's dealt with chicks that most of us could even dream about, chicks from all over the world. But do you know what? I think he knows something that I think all of us really understand, but we feel like we're special, which is that a lot of us as men, we overinvest for something that isn't as valuable as we believe it is, okay? This is not to say every man or woman is the same. Obviously, there are women out there that are great investments in time and can bring you value if you get the right person. I would understand that, and you understand that. However, usually, we most likely will believe that, you know, we're not getting a lot out of what we're putting into. Let me give you an example. Look at P. Diddy. When P. Diddy didn't have these issues, what he's having now, you know what? Young Miami was right there with him. P. Diddy was out there cheating on her, had a baby on her, dealing with Asian girls, she fighting the girls. She there, right there by his side. We could all think it's because Diddy got game and she loved Diddy a lot. You know what? I want to tell you guys something that's very important. You nor me are that special to the ladies you're trying to impress. That's something that you got to understand. It is what it is. It's not to be mean. It's not to be hateful. It's not to be facetious. It's just, that's how it works. All right? You are not that special. And the lady you probably really like, when you break up with her and leave her, the next guy is probably going to get a discount on what you're dealing with her for. It's a sad thing, sad pill to swallow. It is what it is. How do we know this? Let me explain how we know this. Once Diddy stopped dealing with her, or Diddy didn't have the money to deal with her, you know what she said? Cool. Guess who she's back dealing with now? Her baby daddy. Now think about this. Her baby daddy is Southside. There she is at the club with Southside, all hugged up with Southside. We can't show some of these pictures because she barely got any clothes on. But that's them with he happy as hell. He got jewelry on. Now, Diddy didn't give her a platform. Diddy didn't give her the Carisha Please show. She been all on Revolt. Who she hanging out with now? Back with baby daddy. Doing what? Getting clapped up. All right? And the whole time when she was over there with Diddy, she wasn't thinking about this guy. But now, since Diddy ain't got what he got, hey, it's time to get back there with baby daddy. And I get it. You had a kid by him. All right? And hey, they've been dating for a while. It is what it is. But here's what you need to understand, bro. You are most likely going to see this. When you break up with a chick, whoever she go back to is usually somebody that she done dealt with before. It ain't nobody brand new. I don't care what she tell you, all right? That dude that she left the other guy for, he didn't have the opportunities you had, okay? She gonna go back to that guy now because either you don't want her no more or you done lost what you had. And that's a hard reality. Wanna know why it's a hard reality? You thought you were special. And that even means if she goes back to being a side chick for the dude she had before, she gotta do something. And I'm gonna tell you like this. A lot of ladies want to be out here acting like they have a great opportunity with guys. They have a great many of dudes wanting them. I'm gonna be honest. It's tough out here, right? It's not a lot of guys willing to claim a chick. Not a lot of ladies willing to put a chick on like that. It's not a lot of dudes willing to do with Young Miami, to do for Young Miami what Diddy was doing for her. Ain't that many men gonna do that. Especially not for somebody like her. Right? And if you do that, if you put all in for a lady that most dudes ain't gonna do for, all you gotta do is look at who she goes to next. And that's a big thing. A lot of brothers is overpaying. Let me tell you something, right? Let me give you a word of advice. for you brothers that's living overseas, you passport bros, all of you brothers that want to go find a chick somewhere. Now, you're looking to get a better deal on investment, usually, right? You're looking to get a steal in the draft. You want a chick that's beautiful, that's thick, that's more submissive, but you're looking to pay a lower price than in the States. So what may cost to maintain a chick in America is $2,000 a month. But man, if you go to the DR in Colombia, you might spend $200 a month. Now for you, hey, that's a great number, because this is $1,800 savings, right? Here's what you don't know. Maybe a guy that was spending $40 a month would still be able to get at that $40 plus your $200. You're still most likely overpaying. That's the thing, because who the chick will go back to is really what she's worth. A woman or a man can say they are worth that they know they worth. Okay, just go back and look at who they deal with. If they know they're worth, guess what? Most of them ain't gonna have somebody that's gonna be putting up with them like that for the most part. And that go for men or women. You worth what you can get, and you got to be able to maintain it. For example, Russell Wilson. Okay, we gonna be real. Russell Wilson went from the Seahawks and got paid more on the Broncos. Now, he probably won't get paid that much wherever he's going next, but he was still able to get more for the next team. Most ladies don't get more for the next team, bruh. It is what it is. Most of us as guys overpay, and we give a lot of these ladies too much credit for what we think they are than what they really are. And that's when you got to really sit back and think, what does this woman actually do for me to actually put this level of investment in? If I'm going to put this woman in a nice neighborhood, if I'm going to buy this lady a house, if I'm going to take her to all these nice places, if I'm going to do all these things for her, why am I doing that for her? Because I'm going to tell you one thing, women are smart enough to ask that about you. If I'm going to submit to him, if I'm going to marry him, why would I do that? What is he going to give me? Okay, that's what women ask. Here's what men don't ask. We don't ask that. We never ask, what are we going to get from her? We don't ask that. So what we do is we overpay. Of course, they're going to accept it. Once they accept it, who do they go back to? Because nobody's willing to pay that price. And this is why I always tell you, man, you got to look at what the guys were paying before you. So if the guys wasn't taking her to Dubai, if the guys wasn't taking her to Hawaii, if the guys wasn't taking her to Qatar, why would you take her there? Not saying that she ain't worth taking, but what does she need to do for you to be able to take her there? She needs to do something to prove herself, because she gonna make you prove yourself. And look at Diddy. Diddy looks like a clown. Now, here's what probably happened with Diddy. Diddy is good at using people that are hot right now. He always transcends the culture. Whoever is hot, Diddy will attach himself to make himself relevant. Now, if that's what he did, it could have been a business decision. And if that's the case, it's smart. But for most guys, we don't do that. And look, once you're not there no more, you find out the monkey branching thing, where they're gonna go back to. And a lot of guys just can't get mad about that, because that's exactly how it happens. It's how it happened. And if you want to get mad about it, be mad at yourself. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate it for all you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.